And welcome everybody here in Twitch chat and everybody on YouTube who's watching this video later on for some Mardu Mettle. That's right, we're playing a Mardu Path of Metal deck here on Throwback Thursday. So if you don't know what Throwback Thursdays are, this is where we build around rares and mythics that are going to be rotating out of standard whenever Throne of Eldraine is released. And those specific rares and mythics that we are building around are ones that haven't gotten to see very much standard play, and so want to give them a chance to see some standard play before they rotate. So we had Growing Rights of Itlamok a little bit ago. Now we got Path of Metal. After this, the Antiquities War, and then we're playing Jisath Sun's Avatar after that. We've had a couple other Throwback Thursdays with a lot of sweet decks. If you like these decks, if you're watching on YouTube, head on over to the playlist section on my page, and there's a playlist for all the Throwback Thursday decks. You can check them out. There's been a lot of good ones. All right, so we got Path of Metal here. Also, I forgot to say this, in the comment section, feel free to let me know what rares and mythics are rotating out that hasn't really seen standard play that you want to see played. Okay, so we got Path of Metal. So whenever ETBs deals a damage to each creature that doesn't have First Strike, Double Strike, Vigilance, or Haste. All right, so like if you're playing against vampires, they got like their 2/1s, or like 1/1 from Legion's Landing. They got Sky Marcher Aspirant. Boom, you can just kill them right there. Also deals a damage to like the Adanto Vanguard, make them pay 4 life. But then, so like that's okay, but that's not really worth a card. But however, the second part, this is where this is what we're working towards. The second part here, whenever we attack with 2 creatures that have First Strike, Double Strike, Vigilance, or Haste, we get to transform Path of Metal into Metzali, Tower of Triumph. That's what we're trying to do, because if you take a look at this legendary land, it's incredible. It can either add a mana of any color, which is awesome, for 2 mana and tapping it, so basically 3 mana total, including it. You get to do 2 damage to the opponent, or 3 mana and tap it. You can choose a creature at random that attacked this turn, and you destroy that creature. That makes it really, really difficult to attack through whenever you have a Metzali. So you can choose to do that like right after attackers. You know, you just activate your Path of Metal, and then one of their creatures that's attacking is just destroyed, and then you can choose your blocks after that. Or you can wait and you can block and go through combat, and then after combat, after damage, like maybe you block in such a way to like kill all their creatures except for one creature that's like more difficult. You take damage from that one, and then you can activate the Path of Metal, and then that other creature attacks, so you can destroy that. Or I guess activate the Metzali. So yeah, it's a really sweet land. So as you can tell, we need to be able to attack with 2 creatures that have First Strike, Double Strike, Vigilance, or Haste. So that's what our deck has. Like Firebrands has Haste. The Knights have First Strike, Butcher has Haste, Tajik has Haste, and can have First Strike. Captain Lantern Storm has Haste. The only one that doesn't is Judith. I'm just playing a couple Judiths to help make these other 1 and 2 mana creatures more powerful. But we got a couple of Judiths in here. That's the only thing that doesn't trigger. But you can give Seraph Haste, you can give Seraph Vigilance. You can give Aurelia Vigilance. And Oketra has Double Strike, which counts, and Oketra makes zombies with Vigilance, which also counts. Also, Angrath, whenever it steals a creature, that creature that you steal gains haste. So that's, Angrath can also help you out there as well. So we have a lot of ways to flip our Path of Metal and then kind of turn into like a more controlling Mardu deck with that thing going. Yeah, Ilharg putting in Drakuseth does not get the Drakuseth trigger seal. Sorry about that. But yeah, so it's just an awesome land, and so this looks like this is going to be a pretty fun deck to play. See how many times we get to flip it. As you can tell, we don't really have too much removal in the main. I got some Lightning Strikes to I think Lightning Strike pairs up really well with First Strike creatures also. So we have that going on for us. And then in the sideboards where we got like most of our removal, depending on what our opponents are doing. And against control decks that are killing all of our stuff, we got these 2 cards. Chandra can just this Chandra with her 0 can just make the 2 elementals that both have haste and attack. So you can, like, Chandra can just flip Path of Metal on her own. So I originally wanted like Chandra in the main deck to be able to flip Path of Metal, but I didn't really want to be playing a whole bunch of spells for the -2 and decided just to put the Chandras in the sideboard for like the removal heavy deck. She's just another she attacks at a different angle than just regular creatures. But then B, we're probably going to have like these spells and stuff after sideboarding where she'll be more useful there also. And then of course just a big Chandra because that card's just awesome. So yeah, let's go ahead and try to get our metal on with our Path of Metal. Sorry, Nissa, we're going over to Angrath.
You're just fuel for the fires of freedom.
For our Path of Metal deck. Okay. Yeah, History Benalia could also work. That'd be in the Judith slot. I don't really want to play like double white's not that big of a deal. Didn't really want to play 4 History Benalias though, I don't think. Because it is pretty slow. Like, you have to attack with the 2 creatures, and they don't have haste. But let's try this out. So, yeah, what we do with these Throwback Thursday decks is we play them through a league, see if we can get to 5 wins before 2 losses. We're paying our 1,000 gold here. See what happens. We can try this out. I mean, we're on the draw. Like, on the play, I'd be a little more worried about hitting our land drops. Yeah, I'm just going to be killing this thing. There's not really any reason to wait. You know, do like the block and then sacrifice. It just doesn't really matter. Just kill it. I don't have any double black that I'm going to be playing on turn 3, so we can kind of hide that we are a black deck for another turn.
I arrived to contain you, uncultured monsters. Our fates thirst.
If they would have minus, I would have lightning striked at the Sorin. Well, yeah. Yeah. We'll just get that thing out of here, though.
I bestow a mighty curse.
Not a great turn for us here. We're going to be taking a lot of damage.
Welcome to the family.
Not going to be a very good turn for us. But I guess we're not taking as much now. It's like they could have ticked up on the Legion Lieutenant. Do they have like Disfigure or something? Pretty doubtful. Like, I wonder why they didn't just cast the Sanctum Seeker. Like, why are they going to let their Sorin die to my Aurelia?
I drink only the finest, and use a well-aged. What is one life to save many?
That's an interesting move. No, I don't believe that was worth it.
it calls to your soul.
I'm dead. Yeah, like I thought that they had like a crappy vampire in hand that I block and they play like a crappy vampire and sacrifice. That was not a very crappy vampire though. Does Soren keep us alive? We get to gain 5 life to put us to 10. Soren does not keep us alive. No, it doesn't. No matter how I block, like even if I chump block Knight of the Ebon Legion next turn, we're not alive because we don't get to kill their Soren. All right, bring in this. Oh, I had the Firebrand. I only thought I should have looked at the graveyard again. Yeah, I was just thinking about the Aurelia, but yeah, we did have the Firebrand. I could go Soren, gain 4 life, get the Firebrand to chump block. And then maybe I guess we could have, yeah, maybe we could have stayed alive then. Yeah, well, Angrath, we were dead. If we play Angrath, that was the plan. If we play Angrath, steal the Knight, kill Soren, we can only block one of their 2 creatures, and we're at 5. And because of the 2 Sanctum Seeker triggers, we die. So Angrath would not have worked. All right, back to sideboarding. Let's get rid of Lannery Storm. We're not going to be attacking a ton. I'm still going to keep a couple Path of Metals. I just don't want 4. Now, the Judith triggers and everything can be really nice. But yeah, I want to get rid of a Butcher and a Judith. I should get rid of Tajik, not Judith. There we go. Yeah, Judith's better than Tajik. Oh yeah, Vampires is tough to beat. Soren in particular, really difficult to beat. Their deck is very good. But they feel pretty silly about that duress about now. Perfect world, we draw like something to play this next turn. And then we draw a 5th land, so we get to play Oketra. And then we can play the double Firebrand after the Oketra. Hey, perfect world. I guess I could play 1 Firebrand. Yeah, we could play 1 Firebrand. Yeah, being on the play or not on the play, that is pretty important. That's true. Our opponent was on the play game 1, we were on the play game 2. The firecracky monkey wins the game. Yeah, that was probably why the fanatical firebrand. They're like, oh darn, gotta scoop. What's up, Flux? Hey Jason, yeah, you made a Boros Metal deck a little while ago. Nice, yeah. Path of Metal's pretty sweet. Path of Metal. Yeah, I don't know exactly fair mono red or vampires. I mean, I think if vampires wants to beat mono red, they can. It just depends on like the exact 75 the vampires player is playing, in my opinion, and like how much mono red hate they have. You know, because if they want to be playing, you know, Othakayas, which I think are perfectly reasonable to be playing in this deck because they're direct damage also. If they want to be playing like that kind of stuff and everything, like there's definitely the tools. They still kept in duress? Dang. So this was going to be pretty perfect. We were going to have Knight of Grace, and then next turn we were going to be able to play Path of Metal plus Firebrand, and then flip Path of Metal, and then we were going to be able to have Oketra on turn 4.
If you threaten Innistrad, I will take it personally. You cannot hurt my hollow soul. This is but a taste of my power.
Well, my plan was to wait until after Oketra. I guess I should have played this Firebrand. My plan was to like play Oketra first and play Firebrand afterwards because, you know, it's just 1 power. I guess they have double Noxious Grasp, so I could have just played that last turn. Go get him, Knight of Grace. Get him. This Hexproof from Black thing seems pretty sweet.
I have not survived millennia to stand down now. Curse your bloodline.
Yeah, go Hexproof Knights. Hooray! Yeah, I think our opponent over sideboarded. That was way too many spells. Like, they had Duress, and all those Noxious Grasps, and those Legion's Ends, and just way too many spells. So yeah, both Sorens just didn't have any creatures. Over sideboard in there. Mono Green just lost a couple of close ones. Didn't go our way. But it was a fun deck to play. Finale Devastation was sweet. Alright, I'm not going to play... I don't think I wanted Shock just to play a Firebrand. I don't think I need to pay 2 life just to play that monkey. We'll just play that monkey later. And 2 life can definitely matter. Considering I only had Shocklands in hand, so like if I pay 2 life for that, I have to pay 2 life for the next thing, and so on. I feel like maybe I need to have more White Knights. I went with the 3/3 combo, but the Hexproof from black
Defeating you will not bring me pleasure.
does look pretty nice. And see, now my opponent goes like this -3 for the Sorin. We can have this Firebrand kill the Sorin. Maybe they don't do that. If we would have shocked in earlier, maybe they don't do that. Aurelia does not give the Knight of Malice Vigilance. Hey, Vracket, thanks for the Twitch Prime sub. Thanks for that support there. Soul Farmer, how's it going? Alright, our 3rd sub of the day. Alright, saving that life. Man, think how good if we had double Path of Metal, how good that would be. Double Path of Metal would just like kill the Lieutenant, kill the Conquistador. They'd have to pump the Knight to keep it alive. That'd be pretty great. So my options are either Angrath, steal this Knight of the Ebon Legion, or play Seraph that has Death Touch available. Let's go with the Seraph. Suffer gets it in. I mean, if this is a removal spell, it's bad for me. Like this is like my best blocks. They have a removal spell that's really bad for me. Please, no removal. It's like if they don't have removal, I think we can probably win this. If they do, it's going to be really tough for us. Yay, no removal. They only have a Lieutenant and a Conquistador now. That's not too scary. I do not want to play Path of Metal anymore. Path of Metal kills my little 1/1s right now. Don't want to play it yet. All right. Mardu Mettle, the vampire killer. The vampire killer. Okay, so we're bringing in those 4, and then we're cutting to Path of Metal, 1 Tajik. I guess I'm bringing in 5. Yeah, 3 Legions and 2 Devout Decree. Cutting the Tajik, the Lannery Storm, and a Butcher. The Lannery Storm was kind of cool, though. Maybe Lannery Storm on the play. That mana does help us get to that 5 mana earlier. The Fanatical Firebrand killing our opponent Sora in that game, that was really the big thing, because after that, you know, they had a couple more creatures, but didn't have, like, you know, the Sorin is just so hard to beat. Thanks, man. Man, stay for us. Yeah, the Throwback Thursday streams have been a lot of fun. So this is our 3rd one that we've done. The other 2 previously, I had played 3 decks, and I had a donation deck to play each of those days. But yeah, the other ones that we played have been a lot of fun. Like the Grixis Pirates last time was awesome. The Sultai Muldrotha. The Mono Black Aggro 2 weeks ago with Ruin Raider. We've had some really good ones. So I certainly recommend checking out the other ones on the YouTube channel. There's the playlist with them. So we get no value from Path of Metal right now. Guess I'm gonna Legions End this thing. I mean, maybe they have like a Danto Vanguard and just don't play it. 5-drop Legion's End. Legion's End is pretty good against... zombie tokens that Oketra makes. No, stop drawing lands. Ugh. That was not good for me. That was not... Those are 2 not good draw steps. I don't think I want to decree this because the Vona would be really hard to beat. So I'm just gonna be here playing this Seraph. No attacks, obviously. No land, no land. Well, I'm gonna draw like a 1 toughness thing. Just draw something with 1 toughness. I am fine with this. This is great for me. That was pretty good too. Gotta give this vigilance. Alright, now we can attack with these 2. Flip Path of Metal. Now, if they try to attack, they just can't even attack anymore with Metzali here.
I am bound to nothing beyond my own obligation.
But that's lethal.
Join my crusade.
Or, no, don't concede. I want to win with Metzali doing the lethal damage. We're gonna do the first one to deal 2. No, they conceded. That was a pretty bad auto tapper though. Auto tap like, oh yeah, let's tap your 1 red source so you can't activate your Metzali anymore. But yeah, so we're going to be able to attack them for 7, put them down to 1, activate Metzali to do 2 damage, and boom. But our opponent conceded before we could do that. Yeah, it's raining again here. It rains like every day here. It's summertime. For somebody from Texas, I'm not used to it raining this much. But it's like nice and sunny most of the day, and then just like has like 30 minutes of like rain, and then it's like nice and sunny the rest of the day. All right, we want to draw this 4th land. Want to be able to double Path of Metal. That could definitely wreck our opponent, the double Path of Metal. This is still looking like this is going to be pretty great for us, though. Because we have, like, the wall of first strikes, they can't really attack. But yeah, really hoping we draw land. What? What are you doing over here? Sure. We got the wall of first strikes. What are you doing? Boom. Ping. Carry on. Ooh, pay 4 life. Darn. Let's see. We're gonna tap you. Add some blue. Opponent's probably feeling pretty blue. All right. These first strike knights are awesome. Boom, boom, boom. I think I figured out how my sideboard plan goes here. Put in 5, take out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Call it a day. All right, going to game 2. Mardu Path of Metal, the new best deck for just beating vampires over and over and over again. Yeah, how to beat vampires. Step 1, Path of Metal. Step 2, have opponents make really bad attacks. Do they just time walk themselves and sacrifice their creature on turn 3? That is not a good way to win a game of Magic. Obviously, they just drew the 3rd land.
Blood was my beginning, and it will be my end. Now join my crusade.
Obviously, that was their draw. Don't think we really have ways out of this one. I mean, I need to kill Sorin, but they have the backup Sorin, so like killing Sorin isn't even good. I guess I'm going to strike the Lieutenant, I guess. Darn. Really hoping they would plus up on the Lieutenant. We need to draw like Devout Decree to get rid of this champion. It would really nice of them not to draw that 3rd land immediately. Whenever we saw that they only had the 2 lands with this Sorin champion combo. Bleh. Need a Devout Decree.
I bestow a mighty curse.
Yeah, once again, that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. I'm not like real big on Never Happened or Toll of the Invasion, but they're definitely working for you. So yeah, keep it going. All right, game 3. I'll focus here. Path of Metal. No. Ooh, they are stuck on lands. Let's get Seraph going. We need to not draw lands. Don't like these lands that we're drawing here. Nothing that costs more than 5. Wouldn't mind like an Angrath or Oketra or anything like that though. Alright, so I can block a Vanguard and make them pay 4 life. And basically sacrifice a token for 4 life. And gain 3 life. I don't think I'm going to with like this Legion's End that I'm planning on using for the Vanguard anyway. Let's just get our attacks in. There we go. Well, I'm definitely glad we did not now. Real good draw. Of course, we're at the point in the game where like basically every spell is a good draw. But that one qualifies. Yeah. No land, no land. Okay, good. Heck, that's a good draw. All right, this one should be good for us here. There we go. All right, so game number 2, they top decked that 3rd land. Yeah, they kept 2 lands, Sorin 5-drop. They top decked the 3rd land to play Sorin, and then 5-drop. This time they again had Sorin 5-drop, but they did not draw the 3rd land, so no Sorin 5-drop for them. And our deck's not giving them much time. You know, they don't have like tons of time to sit around and look for it. I'm putting some good pressure on them. Yeah, they were a little bit of a budget vampires, it looked like. They had some non-optimal choices in their deck. I don't think I won't be doing Grixis Discard for Throwback Thursday. Because Throwback Thursday is where I build around rares and mythics that are rotating out that don't see play anymore, and that doesn't describe Grixis Discard. That was built around Disinformation Campaign, which is an uncommon that's staying in the format. So that won't be a Throwback Thursday deck. We'll see if we're playing against vampires for the 4th time in this league, 4 for 4, or if we've got something new. Ah, you're thinking Angrath? Okay, yeah. That makes sense. I know, me too. I like Angrath a bunch. That's a cool planeswalker. Gonna miss me. Miss me some Angrath. Okay. Path of Metal taking down Llanowar Elves all day. Hey, Mad Cow. No, yeah, you'll be keeping the all the cards that rotate out. They're not leaving your account or anything. They're staying in your account. You don't get any bonuses or anything like that. Like, you know, they just stay in your account. I guess I should just play Clifftop Retreat, do 2 damage to them, and so they'll be usable in other formats, like Historic and stuff like that. It's either Angrath tick up or Oketra. Saying that out loud, let's go Oketra. Nisa.
Witness the ties that bind us all.
I would like to take this land, please. The thing is, like, how much do I want to actually attack Nissa? Oh, I absolutely love that they attacked with the Krasis. Is that just lethal? No, we're 1 mana short of lethal. Oh. Well, now not lethal. But we should still probably kill the Nissa. Yeah, I mean, we gotta kill Nissa.
Your crew for my freedom? A fair price.
We gotta just kill Nissa. I know it's a lot of damage that I could be doing to them. And so I could take Llanowar Elf, and then I get to do more damage. Like, if I take Llanowar Elf, I get to sit back with 9 of Malice. And just do 1 damage to them, and then 6 to Nissa. So, like, they're at 12, Nissa's dead, and they have Hinterland Harbor with these. But I'd rather them just not have the Hinterland Harbor and not have that extra blue source. So instead...
seek comfort in the land.
So instead, we are... Well, I guess because we have Hinterland Harbor, we get to activate this thing, too. Ah, so they took 1 more damage this way. but they can have the Llanowar Elf kill the Angrath. I guess we were going to be able to activate that anyway with the Llanowar Elf, so they could be at 10. Yeah. So options were them at 10, and they have Hinterland Harbor as a 3/3, and I have my Knight untapped. Or that Hinterland Harbor is gone,
Seek shelter in
and they're at
my
11. And I went with Hinterland Harbor gone.
The land shall come.
Wow, they do not like their blue sources.
You best start thinking fast.
That attack
You're
didn't make
on
sense.
your own.
This thing has vigilance, they didn't even attack with it. So that doesn't make sense. Metzali's going to win this game. It's going to be tough for them to beat Metzali, honestly. So I think I'm just going to keep these Nissas off the battlefield because that card's just so good.
I must go.
Even though I know I could have been a lot more aggressive at them. I think we can play the long game. Especially with having the Tower of Triumph.
Let us see if your talents are worth cataloging. No tails should be discarded.
And this is just way too much damage. Tamiyo's not that important. Also. There we go. So why we fight. Nope. Alright, get some Disparks, some Noxious Grasps. I wish Chandra's -3 would kill Nissalands, but alas, does not. Legion's End gets rid of Nissalands. And gets rid of Llanowar Elves. I don't think we really need that. We're pretty good against Llanowar Elves with Firebrand and Path of Metal already. If we bring in these 4, what are we cutting? Butchers? Maybe a Strike? Yeah, let's get rid of 1 Strike and the Butchers. Get rid of Lannery Storm on the draw. Alright, looks pretty good. Yeah, possibly Soren could just go here. I don't have a whole lot of removal to kill things, put stuff in my graveyard. Besides blocking. It's our Mardu kitty. Black and white with red hearts. So I don't need to do that yet. So waiting on Firebrand. Like, if they play another elemental, we'll kill the Risen Reef. If not, you know, we can wait and have Judith out before we sack the Firebrand. It's not like they can have instant speed elementals come on in here. Gross. So I could... I guess it's worth it to give them the other Risen Reef trigger to kill both with Judith here. Yeah, likely King J. I think so. So yeah, I guess I should have just attacked with... No, I should not have attacked still with the Firebrand. Because if they would have played like the 0-3 Elemental, it would have been killing the Risen Reef. So, like everything we did. Be nice to have instant speed removal for that thing in response to the trigger, but huh. If I grasp the Cavalier, I get to hit him for 6. They get one of these things back. All those things are pretty bad anyway. That takes up my turn. Otherwise, I could just play Aurelia. Let's just get Aurelia in play. Because Aurelia pumps up the Knight. Still allows it to attack through Cavalier of Thorns. Because it's a white creature. Assuming they're blocking with that 0-3. Maybe not. Maybe they're taking it. Ooh. Blocking big. They want Risen Reef back. Or Water Knot. Sure.
I will protect
Nisa.
the virtue of this world. Be wary of the ground you walk on.
So let's see. Angrath Steal the Island is lethal. I suppose we should do that. I was also thinking, I was like, well, we could steal Aurelia to untap Aurelia and then give Aurelia Vigilance just to completely cancel out this Water Knot.
Your crew for my
But I guess this is also just lethal.
a fair price.
I mean, I guess doing the Aurelia thing was lethal also. Right? Because then 5... Block that. Yeah, I mean, doing Aurelia was lethal also. So either way was lethal. Yeah, because then... And then, yeah, with our Aurelia just having Vigilance, it would just stay untapped. So the Water Knot would have done nothing. Point is, opponent was dead. Dude, Angrath is so good. Just always stealing games. Alright. 4-0 with Mardu Mettle. Let's get our final boss playlist out. We got an extra life even. Let's get that 5th win. Here we go. Mardu Mettle. We beat vampires, then vampires, then vampires, and then blue-green elemental ramp. 5-0 Dream! Featuring what or not? I don't know. It's not too... I don't know. I guess I try my best, Darwinian. I try my best. Yeah, Kalia's pretty good. Alright, we're on the draw. We're going to draw spells. We're going to Lightning Strike wherever they play on turn 2, and then start Tajiking. And draw other spells after that. See? Spell. Look at that. Good spell, good spell. Good spell. No, I don't. Calastro. Just Arena. Oh, Elijah, you should. Alright, one cutthroat down. One cutthroat down. Two cutthroats down. We've played a couple Adeliz decks recently. So this is kind of a problem because of the wolf. You know, I could like play Tajik, it resolves, then we have the wolf. If they have a counterspell, I want to play Tajik. If they have a wolf, I want to play Oketra. I guess it's probably not likely that they have a wolf, considering they didn't shock in last turn. So it's more likely they have a counterspell, so let's go with Tajik. Yeah, we've done Is It Wizards a couple of times. Now, same scenario. Still the most likely that they have counter magic for how they've been playing. But obviously, Oketra after creatures isn't great. No, I want you. Ooh. The zombie god is in there. Down, down, down. Alright, so it looks like they have an interaction spell. Okay. Well, I don't really need to let them know what we have going on here before they make blocking decisions. So now they just went down to 4 and have a 4-power flyer. Yeah, they saw some strikes from us, so yeah, they were afraid to block the first strike knight because they were scared of lightning strike there. All right, grasp to spark. Those are basically just for the wolves. The wolf is kind of the scariest thing, though. Legion's End. This takes out the 2-1 and the 1-2, just kind of slowly. This thing's uncounterable. This thing is not uncounterable and kind of slow. Okay, so what do we... Alright, so we're bringing all these things in. Path of Metal has got to be awesome in this matchup if we get to flip it. The problem is we have to resolve it and we have to resolve other creatures and then also attack with those other creatures. That's kind of the problem there. This is probably too much interaction. Is it? Let's go 2 here. Take out the normal things, a Tajik, a Butcher. We have to take out some of these things. We'll get rid of 1 Angrath. Maybe both Angraths. I don't know what I want to do. Alright, 1 to Spark down. I just like Angrath so much. A Judith. And I guess last Angrath. Yeah, I might have too much Dispark Grasp. That's why I cut one of those. Replacement for Metzali and Captain. Yeah, Captain Lantern Storm can definitely be replaced. You can just... I don't have red mana. Yeah, you can just... This is not a vital card to the deck whatsoever. Just play whatever else you want. You need like, you know, creature, whatever creature you want with first strike, double strike, vigilance, haste. Alright, well, maybe I should have mulliganed this hand with no red mana. Yeah, it just depends on if there's enough demons, dragons, and angels in Brawl. But yeah, that's like the #1 Brawl card that I've been asked for so far, or Brawl deck to make as a Kalia deck. We'll have to see what comes out, because a lot of the cards are rotating, so we'll have to see what comes out in the next set. A lot of the angels. All right, well, this was just a really bad keep. I just thought I had red mana. Sorry, I was just kind of talking and I didn't pay attention to my hand. Yeah, numbers. Yeah, taking some more in our time. We have a friend, Boot. You know, Boot, who's in chat here. He's coming over this weekend. And so we're just going to hang out and I'm going to take the weekend off of streaming. That was a really dumb keep. No, Brawl is just standard, not historic. Okay, game 3. Feel bad about that. Sorry, I didn't check my hand good enough there. Well, his hand's good against the cards they just played. Well, just like the Legion's End there is. Good, I'm glad we drew that knight. So we could play that and we didn't have to just play Path of Metal immediately. I would like another creature. That counts. This is the Game of Thrones theme. So they're opening music to Game of Thrones. All right, that was our worst possible draw step. Followed by the worst possible card for us to see. So 2 worst possibles back to back. Playing Path of Metal, it just doesn't do anything. Where they have some 1 toughness creatures that it could kill. This forces them to play something. And then hopefully our Legion's End resolves. It's just 2 days, Rex. Just 2 days this weekend. Alright, so force them to play something. Now hopefully this resolves, but you know, it only tapped them 1 mana. They had an opt, which was one of our worst case scenarios. Bleh. It's not going good for me. Their spells just cost so much less than mine do. we'll have like Lannery Storm plus Legion's End, I guess. These on summons. Killing me. Yeah, I wish I would have kept a respectable hand game too. But alas, I did not. And that was really my fault of game 2. That was tough. But yeah, those 3 on summons got us pretty good. All right, we have our second chance. We had an extra life. We have our second chance to get to the 5-win mark still. Let's see how we do. Teferi, huh? Nobody plays that Teferi card. So yeah, the Butcher could have got a counter, but this gets 4 points of damage in this turn. So it's 1 extra point. You know, Dreadhorde would have got 1, then 2. But now thinking about it, now the Dreadhorde would have been 1 more, so it actually would have evened up this turn. And so, honestly, with them just not having any blockers, would have evened up here.
Your crew for
Give me that.
my freedom. A fair price.
And Angrath's just always awesome. Except for when you can't cast Angrath for some reason. Yeah, Liliana's contract, that is one that I am planning on. For sure. I didn't make it for this week. But I actually kind of started with Liliana's contract and you know, just started making other decks though. But yeah, that will be one for sure. I think, you know, kind of looking at it, I think you kind of have to
No fire, no steel.
you kind of have to go with like the Arcane Adaptation if you really want to win with the Liliana's contract ability. Because while there are like some demons, there's really not enough demons for it. You know, there are a few playable demons. And so if you go Arcane Adaptation, then you're going to need to play a lot of other creatures, and you're already blue and black. And so how do you get a lot of creatures in blue and black? You probably want to go Sultai, with like, you know, elementals, Risen Reef and stuff. So like maybe that's the way to go. Like Risen Reef, your rock, you can get the double Liliana's contract trigger. All right, so we get the Blood Suns. So that's what I was kind of thinking, but it didn't get to it. All right, Blood Sun, Legion's End, and I guess Sorin takes out Teferi pretty well. We have a lot of haste and stuff, though. We'll get rid of Sorin. Get rid of Seraph at the scales. Lannery Storm, Tajik, get blocked by zombies. When they're not attacking you, Metzali isn't as valuable. Like if it's only going to just do 2 damage a turn, it's still kind of cool, but it's not as valuable. Yeah, I'll probably just trim those down quite a bit. There we go. What's up, 619? And I think I'll just take out the strikes. Go with this. All right. Can we beat the Scape Shift opponent? Give it a try. No white mana? I do like going Firebrand Butcher. I like this a whole lot more, though. Yeah, when we have like a card like this, I think it's worth it to mulligan that last hand. Because, you know, whether we saw like Deputy Detention last game, even like Little Teferi just bouncing the Dreadhorde Butcher to reset it. It's not like just like a Butcher is going to do 20 damage to them. Yeah. Mulligan, a Dreadhorde Butcher into 2 Butchers, and a Blood Sun. Because of Deputy of Detention, I probably should not play the second Dreadhorde Butcher here. I should probably be playing the Blood Sun. But then again,
I'm not going to sit this one out.
them deputying the Blood Sun is kind of rough too. What's doing this now?
It's only a matter of time.
That can let me go like Butcher plus Blood Sun next turn. But I guess if they have Circuitous Route, they would have been able to get a couple zombies here. Still, if they have another way to play another land. Okay. All right, we're kind of doing it. No, we're not doing it.
This isn't a fight you can win.
And another Time Raveler.
I've got time.
That's good. That's not escape shift. So at least they didn't have the perfects. Ugh. Still quite annoying, though. No, I haven't done a Throwback Thursday with Adonis Climb.
This is hardly my worst defeat.
So yeah, no, I haven't done Hadon's Climb. That's a card I played quite a bit. In general, but I think it could use some more love. We're almost there. We're almost there for preview season. Probably about another week. It's probably not like this Monday, but like the next Monday is when Throne of Eldraine spoilers will start. That'd be my guess. That'll be game. All right, 2-0 Scape Shift. Boom. The 5-1 for Mardu Mettle. Yeah, Hawkeye, we got 5-1 Mardu Mettle. Yeah, Mardu looked pretty tier 1. We not only beat Scape Shift, but we also beat Vampires 3 times out of those 5 wins. That sounds pretty tier 1 to me. What do you think, Hawkeye? All right, so Mardu Mettle. So we got, yeah, so we beat Vampires 3 times. Even though at least 1, maybe 2 of the Vampire builds like weren't really optimal. And then, but yeah, we beat Scape Shift. Looked like, you know, regular good old Scape Shift. And we lost to Simic Flash. And we also defeated, what was the other deck that we beat? Something else. How good is this deck without Path of Metal? Probably still pretty fine. The Path of Metal, like, honestly didn't really do that much for us. It was like, you know, pretty cool, but it didn't do a ton for us. It like, oh yeah, we beat the blue-green deck. Blue-green ramp, elemental ramp stuff. Mardu, there's just like a lot of good Mardu cards. I feel like people aren't playing enough Mardu. What do you think, Hawkeye? Yeah, I think Hawkeye's saying the same thing. Yeah, the only loss and I did completely punt away a game in our only loss. The match that we lost, game 2, I kept an unkeepable hand. I didn't realize that we didn't have one of the color. We didn't have red in the hand, and all of our cards are red. We just had 3 black-white lands. I didn't look. I just kind of glanced over. I was like, yeah, that's a keep, and then realized, wait a minute, we don't have red mana. We didn't draw red mana. Yeah, this deck was really sweet. It was really cool. So there we go. All right. That's Mardu. So that's Mardu Mettle. So if you're watching the video later on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe buttons over there. Also leave a comment what rares, mythics that are rotating out that you want me to build around for the next Throwback Thursday. And there we go. That's what we got. So thank you so much for watching Mardu Mettle here from Hawkeye and myself. We'll see you for the next video.